Miss the charges against my client?
We might. We also might charge him as an accessory after the fact.
An accessory to who?
His wife, she killed Wells. He helped her dispose of the evidence.
That's crazy.
What are you talking about?
We asked Mrs. Dixon for this dress. She ordered the dinner. So far, she hasn't turned it over.
That dress is in some landfill, isn't it, Mr. Dixon?
No.
You got rid of it because it was stained with Elliot Wells's blood.
No, of course not.
Then where is it?
Now down, Jack. Client's here as a courtesy.
No. I appreciate it,
Hi everyone, how are you?
Yeah,
How are you feeling, pal?
I'm feeling much better, but I still get a croaky throat and a little cough now and then. But I'm much better. First time I've had COVID since COVID started. I've never had it before.
Really?
Yeah. So I've escaped. I had escaped it, but obviously it gets you in the end, doesn't it?
It does.
Pal, I am a part-time doctor, so if you need any help,
Thank you, Neville.
no problem.
You should have told me that earlier.
Yes, I know.
Much better now. Thank you. I consulted my own doctor.
Oh, right.
And he says to me, "Don't worry, you're fine. Think of all the other people who got it." So
Yeah.
he's got no sympathy for me.
Terrible.
Yeah, well,
It's good to know that you're getting better, though.
yes, definitely.
Just catching up with all those emails now, isn't it? We can't. Are you on mute, pal?
No, I'm on speaker. Can you hear me? Sorry. Should
Yeah, I can
mute
hear you. We can hear you now.
it?
Hi,
Okay.
Juliet.
Hi there, how are you?
Good, thank you. You?
Very well, the sun is shining.
Yeah, exactly.
It always shines on the righteous anyway.
Too right, it follows me round.
Hi, Stuart. Hi, Erica. And hello,
Hi.
Dawn.
How are we doing?
Good, thank you.
Good. So enjoying the sunshine. Amazing, isn't it?
That's nice. It worries me though. What are we going to get at winter?
Yeah. Yeah, there's always a sting in the tail, isn't there?
Yeah. It's nice
Make the
to
most of it.
definitely. Hi, Bob. Hi, Kieran.
Hello, good afternoon. Councillor Chad.
Good afternoon to you.
Good afternoon, Councillor Porter. Sorry, excuse me.
It's okay.
Did you get my reading glasses on?
I only do that on a weekend, so you're okay, Bob.
Okay, thank you.
That might have just been a bit too much information there.
Yeah, I think so.
My apologies, my camera seems to be not working. I'm just gonna, oh, hang on, there we go.
I just did that. Went on and off.
Peter?
Can you hear that dog?
No.
No.
He barks at 3 o'clock in the morning and about
We're now live, Councillor Chad.
Thank you, Adam. And good afternoon, everyone, and thank you for attending this virtual Executive Lead Member for Children's Services Decision Day. This Decision Day is being webcast on YouTube via the County Council website. We've got no deputations today, and that takes us straight into our first agenda item, which is the outcomes from the consultation on social care provision for overnight short breaks at Furvale Residential Respite Children's Unit. I know that
We go to Kieran, Councillor Chad. Sorry, yeah.
will do, sorry. We haven't had any requests from any members to speak on this item at the moment. So if I hand over to Kieran to present the report, please.
Councillor Chad, I don't know how much detail you want me to go into, given we went into the detail at Select Committee and had a thorough debate about it, but effectively Furvale has been closed since March 2020 as a result of the pandemic. We believe that we're able to provide alternative respite services and alternative other services that meet the needs of the disabled children that did and will or would have accessed Furvale in a much more cost-effective way. So we'll be able to meet the needs of families, and we'll be able to make some of the savings that we required for 2023 by closing Furvale. And that's the proposal is to maintain that closure now.
Thank you, Kieran, and absolutely agree. We had a really robust discussion about this at the Select Committee on Monday, and I think the majority of members made a comment and a contribution to that meeting, and it had the majority support for the recommendation going forward. I know that this is difficult for families, and I completely understand how important that service and the respite care service is to families. But as you've said, that unit has been closed now for over 2 years, and very much the world has changed in how we can provide that care for those children, and with technology becoming more and more advanced, there's the ability for those children to stay at home, and for families to use the technology as one example to enable them to have a good night's sleep on a more regular basis, rather than just a snatched moment here and there. We've obviously got other providers that we're able to commission services for these young people. I know that there is I'm aware that there is one individual that is still waiting for an assessment. Is that still the case?
Currently undergoing an assessment with one of our providers, so we're pretty confident that will be a match and that they'll be able to start. So yes, that assessment is underway.
Thank you. So actually, as it was discussed thoroughly at the select committee, we're aware of that one family that are still going through that assessment. I am happy to go to the recommendations, and that I do approve the permanent closure of the social care provision at Furvale Residential Respite Care by the 31st of March 2023. I do have one request on that though. Could you please keep myself up to date about that one family, just so that we can make sure that they do have access to this very, very vital and important service for them as a family?
Yeah, we will do that. Yeah.
Thank you. Okay, thank you, Kieran, for your work with the select committee on Monday, but also for that amazing and extensive report that you've provided us with. The next item on the agenda is Henry Tyndale School provision at the former Park Primary Children's Centre, Aldershot, and I believe Councillor wanted to speak on this item, which, if she's on the call, I'll invite her to do so before we present the report. Adam, can you confirm if Councillor Porter's on the call?
She's not, unfortunately, Councillor Chad.
So, on that note, I shall hand over to Bob and to present the report, please.
Thank you, Councillor Chad. To say this report seeks your spend approval to the project proposals for the alterations and improvements to the former Park Primary Children's Centre in Aldershot to create a new satellite provision for Henry Tyndale School for children with special educational needs. I was going to keep this really brief today, as there have been no changes to the report since Chairman's briefing, and the recommendations Councillor Chadder has set out for you at paragraph 2. I wasn't intending in adding any more detail.
Thank you, Bob. I think it's wonderful that we can provide these places for our young people, and I'm really grateful to both the schools actually in forming this partnership, for want of a better phrase, in enabling that satellite provision to take place. And thank you to all the officers for their hard work on this project as well. But we all know how needed these SEN places are. We would never shy away from that need at all. And these, though it doesn't seem like a huge amount of places, it really is. It's 35 is a huge amount in regards to SEN places. So I will move straight to the recommendations on this one, because I think this is a really good thing that we need to be doing and should do more of where we are able to. So firstly, the recommendation is that the Executive Lead Member for Children's Services approves the increase in the budget of 600,000 and grants the spend approval to the project proposal for the Henry Tyndale satellite provision at the former Park Primary Children's Centre at the total cost of £1.7 million. I'm happy to approve that spend and obviously the increase in budget for that. Can we at some point just touch base with Councillor Porter just to understand if there was any concern that she may have raised, and that we just need to touch base with her, please, just to hear what she wanted to say, if that's okay.
I'm happy to follow up on that, Chairman. I'll pick that up with Jackie outside of the meeting.
Thank you, Peter. I would really appreciate that. Yeah, we all value Jackie's song. Thank you. And the last item on the agenda is the appointments to outside bodies and statutory joint committees, panels and partnership boards. And Adam, do you want to present this one?
So there's not really anything to add to the report. We only had one nomination, which is the recommendation for yourself to appoint, which is Councillor Penman.
Thank you, Adam. And I am more than happy to appoint Councillor Neville Penman to the vacancy that has arisen on the King Edward VI Schools governing body. And I know that he's already been to visit the school and is really looking forward to that. So thank you. So that brings us to the end of the decision day. Thank you all for attending, and can we please switch off the live casting?